Hello, internet friends. I really hate this Harbor Freight rivet puller. I mean, it was okay for when you know I needed it, but now that I have something better, I'm like, man, why didn't I just start with that? So yeah, if you're thinking about building a plane with pulled rivets, don't buy this Harbor Freight gun. There's better guns. Buy the Sumaki, or there's if you search for Sling Builder, there's a guy that has a different one. That he basically says get the Sumaki, and I got the Sumaki. It's a little sketchy because you got to order it from a dude in Taiwan, and it comes from China, and it comes China Freight Air, but it comes pretty quick. I got it in like a week, and I got it. But yeah, sending $400 or whatever to Taiwan is a little sketchy because yeah, you're like, oh well, let's see if I actually get this, but I did, so I'm happy. My goal, I think I'm gonna try to put out a video every day this week and get caught up because I really want to be in real time. Because, and why is real time such a big deal to me? Yeah, it's because when I'm working on the plane, right, and I make a mistake, it's really hard to understand what the mistake was that I made when I come back and watch this video and try to record some commentary and help others, right? It's a lot better if I can just run my script. It takes, 10 minutes to encode the video, and then it's fresh in my mind. Yep, I just screwed this up. Hey, people, don't make this mistake because, actually, so far I haven't broken anything too bad. But it's helpful to be able to avoid mistakes, right? So I'm currently drinking, let's see, Si Senor, Mexican style lager from South Norte, which means South North, beer company in San Diego. I've never been there. I wonder if they have a tap room. But every time I go to San Diego, I bring back a pack of this, and I just buy it at Vaughn's. But I'm wondering if they have a tap room. That'd be cool to go see. I guess I'll have to look them up. South North Beer Company. Let's see, what else can we talk about? So I got back from work this week. I had to go drive to see a customer. I say I drove, but really the Tesla drove most of the way, right? It did most of the driving. I did buy the... now there's a subscription out for full self-driving. I did the subscription, and I'm going to tell you I'm not going to renew it. And there's a couple of reasons why. Number one, it's $200 a month. And it charges you tax. So really, for me, it was like $215 a month. And I tested out the self-driving piece of it, and there's a couple things I don't like about it. Number one, it's when you set on automatic lane changing, it's way too aggressive in wanting to change lanes. Like if someone passes you on the right, which is the problem, right? If I'm going to California or somewhere, right, it's a 2-lane road. And what happens is the trucks, they take up space on the right, and then there's eventually a few hundred yards or 1,000 yards, whatever, in between the next truck. And so it's not really enough space for people to merge back over into the right lane and then get back in the passing lane, right? Makes a lot more sense just to stay in the passing lane, pass all the trucks. But there's enough space that people can race around on the right and get 10 cars ahead or whatever. And so the Tesla wants to do that, right? If someone passes you on the right, it's like, oh, the right lane's faster, let's get in that lane. But then you're just the jerk that's trying to pass on the right, and then it comes up to the truck and it wants to cut back in. So that I don't like that. And really the only feature I like from the full self-driving is the lane change assist. And what that does is when you turn on your blinker, it automatically changes the lanes for you. Otherwise, if you don't have that, you basically have to turn off autopilot, change lanes, and then turn autopilot back on. It's like, I don't know, 5 clicks plus you gotta steer, right? Where with lane change assist, you just turn on the blinker and it changes lanes for you. So it's much easier. I wish I could just buy that. If I could just buy lane change assist, I would buy that instead of full self-driving. I tried, on my trip to, full self-drive, it does recognize stoplights. It'll stop at the stoplights. It'll stop at stop signs. But I don't really need that. Like, in the city, I don't want to have the car drive me around. It's more, the freeway where it's really fatiguing to drive for hours and hours and hours. But when the car drives you, then it's not that. It's kind of just like autopilot, right? Just like autopilot in a plane. You turn on autopilot, it does most of the flying, but you're still looking around and monitoring the controls and everything. So anyway, this left elevator is almost done. In fact, tonight I pretty much got it 99.5% complete. There's like 4 more rivets to do. So I did the trailing edge. It'd be amazing to watch that video, and that's why I want to catch up to real time. So tomorrow, hopefully I put out another video. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. See you guys then.